What's going on, guys? Update video. Been quite a while since we made one. So we're out here in the garage. It's about, I'd say probably 20 degrees outside. So it's pretty freaking cold. We got the heater hooked up so we can actually do work in the cold now. And she's an old heater. It's propane or natural gas. I got a couple of flex lines hooked up to it. It goes around the back, hooks to another flex line, goes up here, hooks up to the gas line, which I ran out from inside the house there with the shut-off valve. So I just turn it off, turn it on, and then I light it with the trusty torch right there, and the gas line going up all the way over to the house. Oh, it was about the same temp as it was outside when I first started it, which was, like I said, about 20 degrees, 25 degrees, excuse me. And now it's about 62 degrees in here, so it works pretty good. And I've been in here for about an hour, so. But the Murderado's sitting here, and we got some work to do to that, some updates. We're gonna do a little bit of body work too, take care of the rust, but anyways, that's for another update video. Right now, we got Red Rebel's rear axle in here. What? Yeah, go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Got Red Rebel's rear axle here. I started stripping it. This is the one out of the parts truck. I got all the old rusty brake lines off. And the emergency brake cable that was on top, and I unplugged the plug that was hacked off. I took the diff cover off. I drained all the fluid out, and everything's looking good on the inside. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is there is, now you can see if it focuses, right here on these teeth for the locker, or for the ABS I think it might be for. It looks like something was hitting them. It goes all the way around. But otherwise, it's a good axle. It's only got like 100,000 miles on it, but the drums are rusted. They won't come off, and they're so rusty that I can't even turn the axles. I can turn them one way and then back the other way, maybe about a half an inch or an inch, and then they stop. So I beat on them with the sledge for a little while. You can see the mark right there, the trusty old sledge right there. And they're not coming off, so I sprayed them with some penetrating oil around the lugs and the axle. And we're gonna let them sit for a little while and soak, and then we'll come back out here in another day or two. We'll hit them with a little heat, and then we'll beat on them again with the sledge. See if we can get them to come off. And then we got to get this out. Actually, when I pulled the axle out of the truck, I couldn't get this bolt out. It's seized in here. So actually, if you can see, I cut the shock off and left it in there. So we got to get that out. And then we'll wire wheel up and get her ready for paint. We got the G2 diff cover getting ready to go on. We're going to do a little touch-up painting to that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some, we're going to wire wheel the bolts up real good. We're going to clean them up and try to get them as clean as possible. Maybe even buy some new bolts. But we'll take this cap off, this cap off, this cap off. We'll tape this off, and then we're gonna spray paint the whole thing black again, and then we'll tape off all the black areas except for these air louvers, I guess you'd call them, or supports to make the casting a little stronger. And we're gonna paint just the top of these red and around the logo, so that'll look pretty cool. And then made in the USA, ain't buying no cheap China crap here. So stay tuned, there'll be more coming on this axle build. I'm gonna do outer axle bearings, axle seals, and paint it up and stuff, and that's about it for now. We're not going too extreme with this axle build. I just want to get it done and get it in so I can start driving the truck this summer. So all the brakes, the brake shoes, the drums, the wheel cylinders and all that on the rear axle that's in Red Rebel are only about a year old, if that. So they're pretty much brand new. So I'm going to swap all those parts to this rear axle right here and just dispose of all the stuff that's in this one. So again, stay tuned. We got more coming on updates on Red Rebel and the Murderado sitting behind me here. So talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. And remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your comments. Let me know what you think.